Mastering your reflexes in boxing can make the difference between an experienced boxer and an inexperienced boxer. Reflexes allow you to react fast and smoothly to evade punches, and it helps you deliver very fast counter punches on your opponent. In this video, I will cover everything about mastering your reflexes in boxing. Let's start with the first tip. A lot of you have heard about slip bag drills in boxing. This drill has its main focus on head movement and helps you develop faster reflexes to dodge punches. To learn this, you should start by standing in front of the slip bag and punch it when the bag is coming back towards you. Use your head movement to avoid getting hit from the bag. There is a good chance you already know of this drill or see people around your fighting gym do it, but don't usually do it since you are nervous. Some good tips on top of that are: keep your eyes locked in and maintain an ideal distance. You want to look smooth, bro. It does not have to look like you are struggling. Make sure to move around the area you are in, like moving right and left. Let's continue with the second drill, which can help you get better at your reflexes. It is mitt work with your coach or your friend. We know that mitt work pushes your brain to think faster and react at the right time. So it helps your reflexes by conditioning your mind and your body on how to react when a punch is coming, or how to react very fast when your opponent makes a mistake, like dropping their hands or missing a punch. For example, you could come up with something like a left hook or a cross as soon as your opponent drops their guard for a second. It also helps you with learning how to slip punches and move around fast. Your brain and body starts to pick up more ideas and when to use them while doing mitt work. The answer is right in front of you. Look up any boxer you like and you will find them doing their mitt work training with their coach. I don't know why, but a lot of people don't realize that what is happening around them is what works. For example, like bag work and sparring were always the best form of training since the history of the sport. Forgetting that can slow your growth in boxing. The next thing to help master your reflexes in boxing is to remain calm while analyzing your opponent in the fight. Yes, it is true that most fights end very quickly, especially when you are not a professional boxer, but remaining calm can help you dodge more punches, and you can predict your opponent's moves when your mind is open. Rushing into an opponent without knowing his capabilities is a very bad mistake. I am speaking from experience. It has happened to me. I don't want that happening with you. Yeah, I get it that you want to win a fight by a knockout in the first round. It's good and everything to have that confidence, but don't forget that your opponent also has a lot of techniques under his brain. He might have gone through a very similar training like you. Most people have a similar boxing training, but some train harder and more effectively, which makes the difference. Anyone with a few months of experience can be very unpredictable, and a lot of people have different abilities which they have mastered. For example, I remember I saw a guy at a new boxing gym I walked into and we talked for a bit. He said he had been boxing for 4 months and his defense was on a whole other level. And there are many times where you can make the smallest mistake and pay a big price for it, like a full power punch to your face. The next thing to help your boxing reflex is doing hand and eye coordination exercises. It is just that your muscles are coordinating together, especially your eyes and your hand. It is an amazing drill. I will be very honest right now, sparring is the best way to master your hand-eye coordination. Let me explain it in simple words. Alright, so you have to know where you are going to punch, like you don't want to completely miss the punch and then drop your guard while getting a punch from your opponent. Once you have your eyes and hands coordinating well, you will avoid making mistakes, like punching on the back of the head. It can help you gain an advantage over your opponent, since you will be able to slip and land a counter punch very fast. It is just an example. We all know about sparring, and yes, it is the most important tip. But let's talk about something which you can do more often than sparring, which is partner drills. Partner drills is just training with someone in your boxing gym or a friend to get your technique better, and it makes your reflexes faster. In simple words, you will throw different punching combinations on them, and he will try to evade your punches, and you keep switching turns. Most of the people who have been in combat sports for a few months know what I'm talking about. If you don't know it, you will find out once you gain some experience. Your coach should usually start making you train with someone around your skill level for a while till you get better, and then you can start sparring. I feel like that is usually the case. Another drill you can do to improve your speed and reflex in boxing is to use the double end bag. The double end bag is quite different from the other equipment, and I am sure that a lot of gyms still don't have it. But using the double end bag can help you out with your reflexes, and I am sure there are many tutorials. Another thing you can do in boxing is to master the speed bag. Yes, speed bag does not necessarily make your reflex very fast, but it certainly can help with your brain and hand coordination. You most likely get what I mean. You will struggle to use the speed bag in the first few days, and maybe even feel like people are staring at you and judging you when trying to get good with the speed bag. But it is very normal. I did not use the speed bag till I was like 7 months into boxing. But speed bags can help you with your reflexes. It is crucial to gain every advantage over your opponent, even if it is a little advantage. The next thing which you can do to master reflexes in boxing is to get better flexibility. I meant, like, You should learn how to adjust your body, like learning how to throw a body jab without messing up and getting back to a proper boxing stance. Learning how to evade punches without losing your balance. You don't want to fall in the middle of a fight or completely mess up your form and then get knocked out. Flexibility in boxing does not mean like you have to spread your legs or something. Just make sure to get your body ready before training, like do some dead hangs on a pull-up bar and stretch your arms and your body. The reason why I said this is because you can move so much faster when you are not stiff. There is a reason why a lot of bodybuilders are not very good at fighting or are fast. Yes, they are strong, but they are quite stiff, which makes their movements slow. Alright guys, let's summarize some of the tips. You should be doing your mitt work since it is a very fast way to improve reflex, with consistent sparring, with being flexible, and doing slip bag drills. Just make sure you are consistent, bro, and you will get better. Just to tell you that there are many other drills which I had covered in some of my videos, like bag work, footwork, and various drills. Learning from better fighters around you can help a lot too. Doing explosive movements can help a lot too, and one thing I like to do for a footwork drill is taking a soccer ball to a wall and then crossing your legs and kicking it with your other leg. I just think that is an amazing drill since it has worked for me and is fun at the same time too. I usually notice an instant difference in my footwork after doing that drill and then going to train at the boxing gym. Remember, you can't really do something for a very long period of time unless you enjoy it, so it is a very good idea to find out many different training styles and find out which one is beneficial to you while being fun at the same time, because I know some people who like jumping jacks on a ladder even though I don't really enjoy it much. We have different types of muscle fibers, like slow twitch and fast twitch. As a person who engages in combat sport, or any sport which requires speed and agility, you should focus on training your fast twitch muscle fibers. Sprints can also help your feet get faster. The main thing is gaining experience. Once you gained enough of it, you will find out many different ways to get better on your way up. Boxing is already a demanding sport in general, and if you have been doing it for a while, remember, you do have a lot of discipline or really enjoy boxing, so keep up the grind. You can ask me for any tips, I will make sure to reply. Alright, like always, good luck on the journey to becoming a better boxer.